Hi, my name's Keith Cooper, and in this short video I'm going to be looking at a device I use for some product photography. Now, I don't necessarily use it that much myself because I get a larger studio area, but this is a portable LED lighting tent. This one is from ESDDI, one I looked at a while ago, and it's one that I use when I'm teaching product photography because it's portable and it's very easy to use, and it's the sort of thing you can set up in quite a small space. Now, if I'm doing product photography myself, I use separate lighting. I want much more control over things, but for basic product photography, something like this works very well. Anyway, I'm going to set it up. It unfolds. There's a power supply comes with it. We'll open that up, all stuck together with Velcro. Now, it's 24-inch cube. This is the top. As I say, lots of Velcro. There are the LEDs. You've got quite a lot of LEDs there. They're adjustable in brightness, but not in colour. So I'll come back to colour management in a bit on this. But this is the top. So what I need to do is to lift that side there. Velcro on the edges just holds them together. There we go, there's two of the sides added. This is going to fold out. This is the front, this is the bottom here. So I need to lift this round, put that there, and there we've got the entire box assembled already. Now I'm just going to move this around and actually set it up for use. With this you get a number of backgrounds. Now there are reflective sides on here, but you get different backgrounds. Now the backdrops, there's a white one, a grey one, black one, and a sort of brownish salmon coloured one. I'm going to use just the grey one here. Has some more Velcro straps at the top, and these just fit in the top corner. Now, as they stand, if you have the plastic coming out beyond the front, you get a nice smooth curve. Why do I want a smooth curve? Because it gives an effective, it's called an infinity background, and it doesn't show shadows at the crease. Now if I push this back a bit further, and it'll hook under a flap here, we've got a distinct crease visible at the back. Now if you don't want that, pull the background forward. If you use it a lot and want the front up, then you're going to have to trim it. But I would say don't trim it unless you absolutely need it, because once you've cut it, you've cut it, so you can't go back on that. But pop the front up, and there is the entire lighting assembly. Now just plug it in. Power adapter, mains power adapter. Plugs in there. Has a switch on the lead. And I can see through gaps here that we now have light. Lights on. I can lift up the flap here, and we can put objects inside. Let's just grab an object to put inside. This cap will do. And there we go. Now I'm just going to turn down the brightness inside because it is adjustable, and see whether we can adjust it to the level for the video. It's quite low. There we go. We've now got that set to roughly the same brightness as it is here in the room. One of the issues with this is that the lights are point sources, and that you can get awkward reflections. Now for an object like this wooden cat, that's not really much of a problem. But if you do have problems with that, you can fit a diffusing screen under this panel here, and that will diffuse the light source, so you get less obvious reflections. Now, it makes a bit of a difference, but you may want to explore the amount of diffusion, and it depends on what objects you're actually taking photographs of. Now, one other thing I should say is there's a little flap at the top here, and with this you could look straight down, and because you've got the lights in a square around this hole, you've effectively got a ring light. So it gives a very flat, shadowless look. And for that, you might not want the bottom reflector here. You might put that up to make sure that reflections inside are even. Key thing to remember when you're doing any product photography, it's about not only control of the lights, but control of the shadows as well. So it's the shadows, the obvious shadows, but it's also reflections of shadows in objects. So the whole thing is very simple to set up. Doesn't run hot. Power supply is adjustable here. You can do this, it collapses down. Now, what about color accuracy? Now let's say I'm concerned with the accuracy of what I'm taking photos of. Well, I can use a color checker card. Let's pop the color checker card inside there. Check that it's actually, yeah, it's visible. And I can take a photograph of that. I can then take the raw file from that photograph, run it through DNG Profile Creator, free software that you can get from X-Rite Calibrite, and that creates a profile. Now, I'll see if I can switch between two versions in the video to show you the difference that it makes. The other thing you can do, I would say, is that I've also measured the light response. There's an article that I wrote a while ago that goes into more detail about that, about using this, how it works and everything like that. This really is just to show you how easy it is to set it up. And it really is quite simple, and it collapses down perfectly well, so it's portable. And the nice thing, it doesn't take up much space. This will collapse, it'll go down here for when I next need it. Now, I'm going to be doing some more stuff now. I've moved from shooting the videos in the kitchen up to here, had a big clear out of my office. I'm going to be doing more practical things. So if this is interest, apart from please subscribe to the channel, do let me know the sorts of things you'd like covering, because I've now got much more flexibility in showing things, showing details of stuff in videos than I did when I was shooting before. So I hope that's of some use. Have a look at the article as well, it's got lots more details on this, and thanks for watching.